every cent spent along the road is definitely worth it. In this video, I'm going to cover the definition of financial year. I'm going to explain what is a profit and what is a loss. Then I will also look at some statements and briefly explain statements. In accounting, a financial year is 12 consecutive months. So your financial year could run from the 1st of January to the 31st of December, or from the 1st of July to the 30th of June, if June has 30 days, or you could have it from the 1st of March until the 28th of February. But 12 consecutive months will make up a financial year. If we are talking about the current year, we are talking about the current 12 months we are recording transactions for. Our financial year is 12 consecutive months. You might want to have a look what type of business you're in and set up your financial year accordingly. You might have a very busy December, so you might want to rather have your financial year end at the end of February after your busy months. But it's up to you. You might want to coincide with the tax year, but if you're the owner of the business, you can decide which 12 months you would like your financial year to be. But a financial year is 12 consecutive months. What does a profit or loss mean? I've written here, we go into business obviously to make a profit. That means I don't like to actually say make money, because you can make millions, but if your expenses are greater than the millions you've made, you're going to make a loss. So we go into business to make a profit, not to make money, but to make a profit. Now, profit is calculated by subtracting your expenses from your income, your revenue. And if your income is greater than your expenses, you will make a profit. But on the other hand, if your expenses are greater than your income, you will make a loss. But we want to make a profit, as we need to earn a living. So profit is calculated by subtracting your expenses from your income. And there are two scenarios. Your expenses can either be greater than your income, or your expenses can be less than your income. We're looking for your income to be greater than your expenses. They could be equal. And by the way, at that stage where, let's say, for example, let's just include it here, income is equal to expenses, you're going to break even. You won't make a profit or a loss. But we go into business to make a profit. At the end of your financial year, you're going to draw up a statement of profit or loss and other comprehensive income. You might know this as an income statement. And this is done for the year you are looking at, for your financial year. So in this case here, the statement of profit or loss of Caliboo Education has been drawn up on the 31st of December 2023. And what you're going to have in this statement are all your income and all your expenses. There will be notes to interest income and a note to interest expense, how those two interest accounts or interest amounts were calculated. And in this case here, there's a 200,000 Rand profit for the year. So the income less the expenses that are listed on this document resulted in a profit of 200,000 for Calibu Education. There are two columns here for amounts. This first column, calculations can be performed. For example, they've added up stationery and advertising. 4,000 plus 12,000 is equal to 16,000. You can learn the headings here. We're still going to do lots of profit or loss statements. I'll abbreviate that. It's quite a mouthful to say statement of profit or loss and other comprehensive income. I actually just like income statement. And in the income statement, we will have all our income and all our expenses. Here's my little office on the right hand side. I'm still in the starting up phases of my business, but hopefully from this little office I'm going to make a profit. After we've drawn up the income statement, what we will draw up is a statement of financial position of Calibu Education on the last day of the financial year, which in this case is the 31st of December 2023. By the way, the profit that was calculated on the previous statement, on the previous slide, is included in owner's equity. And the calculation of owner's equity will be shown in a note number 6 in this case. And like I said, when we do some exercises, I will go into a lot more detail with these statements. But what we got here in the statement of financial position, you might know it as a balance sheet. This, I love it. We have got here the accounting equation. Assets, our non-current and current assets. There's the non-current and our current assets. I've done a video on that and hopefully you have seen it. It's included in this series. Assets is equal to owner's equity plus liabilities. And in this statement, the assets total 470,000. Here we have our current assets and our non-current assets. And if you add the two together, it came up to 470,000. And if you go and do the owner's equity plus the liabilities, magic, 470,000. So the statement here, the statement of financial position or balance sheet, whatever you want to call it, but the most up-to-date name is statement of financial position. And on this 31st of December 2023, this is the financial position of Calibu Education. Also, in another series, when it gets a little bit more advanced, we will learn how to, if you want to, analyze and interpret this statement and the previous statement. Management is responsible for analyzing the financial position of the business and planning and controlling and possibly changing how we go about our business if these numbers, if we're not happy with these numbers. But for now, yeah, we got a statement of financial position, and I've just explained the contents of this statement. Thanks everyone. I hope you enjoyed this presentation.